Okay, there's been a number of exciting developments on my weekly progress on building this 48-foot tall passive multi-generational ICF home. And so one of the exciting things is I was able to put in the rim joists. So these are 2x12s, and the 2x12 is a lot cheaper than these open web floor trusses. So in this area, I have J-bolts that went into the concrete, so they were poured into the concrete. And then my dad came over and was able to help me to put up these 2x12s going the entire length of this crawl space area. And then the subfloor sits on top of it, and it's able to span this distance. So let's go ahead and go up top into what is the basement level. So leaving the crawl space. I love calling it a crawl space, even though anyone under 6'2" will be able to enjoy it. So first thing I wanted to show is I've been doing a lot more of the backfilling, and so you can see my big pile of dirt is disappearing and it's becoming a lot safer out there. The other thing that we were able to finish up was getting the water. So right here, you can see where the water now goes in between the open web floor trusses, and it'll head down into the basement. Something that I'm kicking around doing is we only have a 1-inch pipe. There's bare minimum pressure that comes in from the city. So I'm thinking right down in the crawl space, I'll actually split it up into 4, think of it as trunk and branches. So it'll go into a splitter, and then 4 1-inch pipes will then go all the way, all 40 some odd feet up to the inside the house, but up to the top. And then those 4 1-inch water pipes will then feed what amounts to our 4 different households. So by having the water first go up and then come down, I'm hoping that that's going to increase the water pressure to the rest of the house, because my neighbors have told me that the water pressure in this area is sorely lacking. So hopefully, well, I do know that for every foot you end up with a half a PSI. So I should get an additional 15 PSI by doing that drop all the way down in the basement. All right, so here is the happy surprise that I got. So on the north side in the basement, we only have a total of 1 window, and it's right here. This is actually the family room area, rec room, whatever you want to call it. And so we had one window for egress. But what I was not expecting is that down in the basement, we'll actually be able to look out, and once we get rid of that chain link fence, we'll be able to actually see Mount Timpanogos. So how exciting is that? That we'll have some views from down in the basement. The other thing that is exciting about this particular product, this is called Build Buck by Build Block, and because it is foam, the foam, and there's plastic webbing in here, and then I also put in supports in between when we pour the concrete. But this provides a thermal break, so it makes it far more efficient. And then obviously I'll have a window well out in this area that goes up to grade. But very excited about that. And then this gives you an idea of kind of the rec room. And then along the south side, we'll actually have a lot of windows. So that's what I'm going to be working on next week, is putting in all of these windows on the south side. All of those windows will actually go directly out into the greenhouse. So they'll be getting lots of light on the south. On the north, we'll get some light, but being a north window, you obviously don't get that much light, but we do get that amazing view of Mount Timpanogos. So, and then the other thing that I was able to do this week is added a couple more layers of block. So getting that much closer. Hopefully next week have more progress to share. But if you want to follow this crazy adventure that I'm on of mostly building this 12,000 square foot, 48 foot tall, multi-generational passive ICF house, go ahead and like and subscribe. And until next week, thanks for watching.